Good morning, peace and blessings. It's your boy Jay Taylor, Voices for the Voiceless. And today is January the 2nd, 2025. Welcome to the new year, 2025. You're definitely blessed, and we give God all the praises for seeing another year here on God's green earth. So, glad and elated to have all of you here with me in 2025. You know, we love y'all over here, Voices for the Voiceless, and a blessing to be alive. But as the title says, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. Keep your head on a swivel, because it's going down. All right. Um, with, as you know, I'm pretty sure you have heard there have been two attacks so far that are being investigated as terroristic attacks. One was in New Orleans on Bourbon Street at a football game where a man driving, I believe, one of those big SUV Teslas uh, drove into a crowd of people, unaliving 10. Um, he had something that seemed like uh, bombs in the vehicle, and got in a shootout with the police. He was unalive. Two of the officers were wounded, and 35 other people were hurt and wounded. Crazy situation. First of the year on basically New Year's Eve day. I believe it was um, a celebration for New Year's Eve for the new year, actually. And you know, there was another situation yesterday, later on New Year's Day, where a Tesla was blown up in front of the Trump Tower of all places in Las Vegas. So these people are starting early with their terrorist attacks. And like we've been screaming over here on Voices for the Voiceless about the open borders. We don't know who's coming into this country. A lot of these illegal immigrants, yeah, a lot of them may be trying to, seek asylum, or, they're trying to find a better job to provide for their families. A lot of them are. But a lot of the people that came into this country wants to do harm to this country and its citizens. And what's unfortunate is maybe America did do some things that may have people, well, we know for sure just now, Joe Biden gave the green light not too long ago for Ukraine to fire United States issue missiles into Russia. So it wouldn't be far fetched to think that people over there are hurt, their families may have been affected by that. Oh, the American borders are open. Well, let me go ahead and return the favor. Let me go and just get in the country. I ain't got to sneak. I can just go through Mexico. And you probably have several different people dispatched all over this country right now that share the same sentiments about our country. Now, you and I, we don't, or our family, we don't have anything to do with the decision that Joe Biden made. But I'm just using that as an example of how dangerous. That's why I say we got to keep our head on the swivel, man. It's already two attacks on the first day of the year. And that's why it's a proper vetting process when you have illegal immigration. It's just the safe, the common sense thing to do. So for these mayors and these governors of these states that want to sit up here and act like Tom Homan and Trump are tripping when they say mass deportation. They're trying to find the potential threats to our society, the potential terrorists. You know, MS-13, Trinity Wagwa, and all these other little street gangs. And, that's the least of our worries. You know what I'm saying? We probably have some full blown terrorists out here that don't care about blowing up themselves and everybody else around them. So my advice is to stay away from large crowds, avoid large crowds at all costs, and keep your head on a swivel. Stay alert, um, out and about. Just because we don't know. I mean, this happened in New Orleans, and then the other situation happened in Las Vegas, and another situation that happened in the subway in New York. I mean, how many times are we gonna hear about the subway in New York? But a man just casually standing by the train, waiting to get on the subway, was pushed in the back by another man when the train was coming. So he fell under the platform on the train tracks. And luckily, that man survived, you know. So I mean, we just had that situation with that man that lit that lady on fire on the subway train. So, that man, this is another prime example of somebody that was deported during Trump's administration, the first one, and they opened up the border and he came back, and this is what he did. That poor lady, she didn't have nothing to do with that man. Just like that man that pushed that man in the back. I'm not saying that he was a legal immigrant, but it's just we got to keep our head on the swivel. It's a lot of mental illness running around. It's a lot of people that's just off their rocker right now, and we got a lot of things to consider when we walk outside our doorstep. But in any event, we do not live in fear. We stay prayed up. We put it all in God's hands, and we just do our part, but keep staying prepared. And we're gonna do. Me and Mika was talking. We're gonna do a live about and go more in depth about some of this stuff just to be prepared. And it's gonna be very educational, not only for everyone else, but also for me. We just got to prepare ourselves, not just mentally, but physically, psychologically, of what can transpire with this administration did a number on this country, and it's salvageable, but we just had to be aware. We had to trust that our new administration is going to clean a lot of this stuff up. But I'm not here to scare anybody. Just prepare you. Keep your head on the swivel. Welcome to the new year. Everybody want to turn up and everything like that. But while you're doing that, I think it's imperative that you be careful and just be aware of your surroundings. Well, voices for the voiceless. We love y'all. We here um, in the new year, and we'll be talking to you soon. Peace and blessings, everybody. Wow.